So I'm sure this setting is getting slightly more familiar now, but I'm still house sitting. But as you can see, I'm slowly moving more of my stuff here, so it doesn't feel so anti-Halloween. I have been doing a lot of shopping on Depop. Now I know that Depop hauls are slightly iffy because the things you buy you can't really buy again from the same seller, but I feel like sellers do similar things, so these are quite helpful. If you do see something you like, you can be quite certain that you'll find something relatively similar in the same shop, but it does also give you an idea for things to look out for, and maybe Google on Depop or on eBay or a similar site, because obviously these things you could probably buy elsewhere. I'm going to start with something which I actually bought one off of Depop, and then I went on eBay and I found like a bulk buy seller. Now I'm sure probably many of you have seen these spoons before. They have got a little skull face at the bottom and they are just plain silver teaspoons. Now I got this one off of Depop and the seller only had one, and then I went on eBay and I found someone who was selling them in China, and I ended up purchasing another 4, and they're all exactly the same. So if you do want one of these, I will link them down in the description. I think they were like £1 something each, and then it was free shipping from China. And honestly, like, Chinese shipping is so iffy, like sometimes it can take months, but this one literally took less than a week to get to me, so I'm not sure why there's a difference in shipping, but it seemed so cheap that I thought I might as well kind of get a whole set of 5, and I wasn't quite sure if they were going to be exactly the same, but they were just 100% the same, so I'll probably go buy some more so I have like a full set to use when I finally move out. So this is what the spoon looks like. It is just sort of like a regular teaspoon up until here, and then at the bottom it does have these kind of cut out eyes and a little nose, which is sort of like in an upside down heart shape. And it does kind of go out a little bit at the bottom just to give it more of a skull shape. I think these are so pretty, and because the actual holes are only at the end of the spoon, it's still quite functional. I feel like this spoon completely reminds me of the one that Sally has in The Nightmare Before Christmas, so that's kind of one reason why I bought it, but I also thought they just looked really cool, and especially if you kind of have it this way, it's sort of rounded like a skull would be. Because I bought quite a few things, I can't remember the names of all the sellers, so I will just write them all down in the description. But one seller who I can remember the name of is someone called Loz Skeleton, and she does the most amazing things. I think she was the first seller I actually bought off of Depop, because we have a really similar style, and the things that she's selling are things that I absolutely love. Now I know that she's gone through a few things, and it's mean she's had to sell loads of her collections and her things. One thing I found out when talking to her is that she collects toy bats. I'm sure none of you are unaware that that is also one of my favourite pastimes, is collecting toy bats. So she showed me a picture of a bundle of bats which she was sadly having to get rid of, so I rehomed them all. So to begin with, I got this one which is called Blue Nose Friends, and it kind of reminds me of me to you, you to me, like, you know that bear that you get on all those kind of greeting cards and little figurines of it. It kind of reminds me of that kind of style. I don't know if they're possibly from the same company, but he's just called a Blue Nose Friend, and of course he does have a little blue nose, and he is the softest bat I have ever felt. He is so nice, and his wings are kind of this like iridescent, shiny, like crackly material that my kitten absolutely loves the sound of, and he is a super good quality. I feel like this, like, I wouldn't be surprised if buying one of these new would cost like £20. Like, that seems like the kind of price I'd imagine this to be sold for. He's quite heavy as well. He's got like quite good quality beans inside him, and I just think he's super cute. Again, he's got the same iridescent material within his ears. He does still have his label, and as you can maybe see, because it's quite shiny, it does just say My Blue Nose Friend. You just have a carrier bag down here full of the things I bought. The next one is a tiny little black bat, and this is from a Suma collection. You know, the kind of companies that you'd find within like zoos and resorts and things. And he is just a really cute little simple bat, and I love his little arms, and that is his little tag, so maybe you'll be able to find him online, but he is a tiny cute little bat. You could almost imagine him as like a keyring or something. He does have quite a distinctive sort of facial expression. It's quite bear-like, I feel. So this next one is a TY Beanie Baby. I actually have him already, but in brown, but these ones are super rare. His name is Batty, which is of course original. I don't know if any of you fellow 90s kids used to collect these Beanie Babies, but I used to collect Beanie Babies or TYs so much. Like every single day I'd be going down to the charity shop with my like 50p and getting like 5 different ones. But now they've actually kind of come back into fashion a little bit. I'm so bummed that I got rid of all my old ones. I mean, I did actually donate them to like a child's homeless organisation thing, so I'm sure they went to Happy and Loving Homes, but the price of these are totally going up. And this one still has its tag with its little plasticky container thing on it, which they used to be like the bomb. If you got one with one of these plastic containers on, you are living life. Okay, so he does have the same little poem that my brown one has, which bats may make some people jitter. Please don't be scared of this critter. If you're lonely and have nothing to do, this Beanie Baby would love to hug you. And also, the same as the brown one which I have, it does have 2 bits of Velcro here, so they kind of stick together and it sort of hangs kind of. So the one that I just flashed to you is a Beanie Boo, and again I have got another one of these which I featured in a collective haul quite a long time ago. I think it was around February. And the one I have already got was a gift which I got from one of the children that I au pair for, and it has like pink wings and it's all kind of shiny and new looking. But this is one of the original Bat Beanie Boos, which is kind of like a Halloween range. Now Beanie Boos, for if none of you are educated, I spend way too long around children. Beanie Boos are like the biggest hype at the moment. They've got like thousands of different animals and they're like really collectible, and children are constantly buying them. I mean, the girl who I look after has, I think she has like nearing 70 of these toys, all different animals and colours and things, and they're kind of like the next generation of the TY Beanie Babies that we collect. They are still actually by TY, but their official name is Beanie Boos. And this one is called Midnight, and it says, my flying skills are really kind of sad. I need to practice flapping a tad. And I promise this is the last bat toy, so I'm sure you're getting really bored of this now. So this one is a little kind of like Halloween toy. He's from Sainsbury's. He's nothing too special, but we love him all the same. He's got a cute little fangs. He's got a skeleton top on, which is super cool, and he has these little hands. He's really soft. The only thing is that he does have a bit of a hole in his back, so I'm going to need to stitch that up, but other than that, he is really cute. Now, along the theme of bats, I did actually get this t-shirt. Now, I only tend to stick to 3 colours, which is black, white and red, and I very rarely wear white, but I love this t-shirt because it's got like a bat on it with a bow tie, so it's quite handy right now where it is so hot and I have to be outside. Like, it's a really kind of nice cool top to wear. But I don't really tend to wear any other colours, and I saw this top and I totally loved like the pattern of it. I really liked how the bats are all like realistic. They kind of look like those Victorian style bats, but it is on purple, and although purple's not like a horrendous colour, it just doesn't really go with my hair fantastically, and I think I'd feel quite uncomfortable wearing this top. And the reason though I bought it, although I just said that I hated it as a top, is I'm gonna try and make a pillow cover out of it. So I'm gonna cut this bit off and you'll have like a big nice pillow and stuff it, and it'll look really cool. Now I thought I'd probably put this in a video if any of you are interested in how to transform your unwanted t-shirts into nice like cushions, because I also have another t-shirt on its way from Depop which is white and it's covered in little Mike Wazowskis. It's something that I probably never would wear in real life, but I thought it would look quite nice like paired with this one. So you've got one with like a repeated bat pattern, one with a Mike Wazowski pattern, and also I can use the Mike Wazowski one as like a one I made earlier. Now if we take a brief moment from bats for a second, I'd like to show you some little cat pins that I got. It was like a bundle, I think it was like £2 or something, but I will link the lady, and she makes these, so there are actually like loads of them available, and it's a bundle for 3 cat pins. Now I only really wanted these 2, but the price is so cheap, and you had to kind of buy them as a 3, so I didn't really mind too much. And they are actually like acrylic badges that she's made herself, and when you get them there's like a little bit of foil that you peel off, so they're super shiny, and they are of a really high quality. I'm not quite sure how she makes them, but they are so cute. So the face of this one like completely reminds me of my kitten because it's so cute, and I absolutely love anything with green eyes. So when I saw this I was like, yes, I need this. And it does actually have like a proper clasp type pin at the back. This one also reminded me of my kitten. I didn't quite like it as much, but I feel like it's still super cute and I'm still really pleased with it. This one I probably will give away because I don't really like it much personally, but it is this white cat with this kind of pastel-y pink blushy cheeks and a little crown and a little necklace. So I really liked those pins, and then I ended up going pin shopping. So I did really kind of get into the pin feel. I love like pins and badges and patches and decorating jackets and things, and I kind of go through a bit of a stage where like I'll buy loads and then I won't kind of buy any for ages, and then I kind of discovered the pin side of Depop. So I was really excited when I found a seller selling Disney pins. Now the first one which I got is like Mickey Mouse dressed as a ghost. So he's super shiny. He's just this white ghost with Mickey Mouse ears, and he does have like a normal clasp, and he is from the official like Disney World resort. It does say Disney World. I'm sure this is probably from like their Halloween range or something. But he is such a high quality pin and I couldn't turn this guy down. I think I paid £5 including postage, so it was an extortionate price. I mean, it's probably more expensive than I normally spend on a pin, but he is quite large. And literally the day after I bought this, the same seller uploaded a picture of this one, which is a punk Mickey. Now I love like the punk culture, I love the style and the fashion of it and the music, so I was just like, yes, I'll get this. So I was like, yes, I need this also, and I feel like they go quite cute together, although they are completely different. I know that the seller does have a few other like Mickey Mouse, like Disney themed pins for sale, so again I will put her name down in the description so that you can have a little gander in her shop. The next things I actually bought for a haul that's coming up, but I'm so excited about them that I want to show you now so I can put them on, and they are these earrings. I've totally been getting back into my craze of dangly earrings, and I'm going to show you these slightly more in detail when I do my Nightmare Before Christmas haul that's coming up, but I just thought these are super cute, and she does still have some for sale, so I will leave them down in the description. I literally clean these and I've been waiting for so long to wear them, but I wanted to make sure that they stayed safe in my pile of Depop stuff before I actually put them on. Just in case you're wondering, they are also super light, so you can hardly even tell that you're wearing them. Halloween, this is Halloween. So I feel like it's probably time to go back into soft toys. But other than the Addams Family and The Nightmare Before Christmas and The Corpse Bride and Little Shop of Horrors and The Rocky Horror Show, my other favourite film is Monsters, Inc. It's one of the first films I remember watching as a child. I was, as you can imagine, pretty excited when Monsters University came out. Those, I don't know, it was like 2 or 3 years ago. I've lost track of time. And one of my instant new favourite characters, although Mike Wazowski is always going to be my favourite, is this guy. Kind of got like bendy legs, so you can kind of position him to like sit as ever, however you want. He does have like official Disney thing here, so these are all kind of like official items that were bought from the Disney store. I know that she does have a few other Monsters Inc ones for sale, but I just love this guy. Interlude. Who else is 145% so excited for 2020 because the next Monsters Inc film is coming out and it's called Boo, and from what I can tell from the little snippet of a trailer is that it's to do with Boo once she's grown up and once she's a teenager. So I am so excited and I really hope that this little guy possibly features it. Okay, I'm sure you can probably handle another stuffed toy. One of my favourite channels on here is nothing to do with fashion or music, but is to do with animation, is, you guessed it, Simon's Cat. I absolutely love Simon's Cat. I think it's absolutely ingenious. I think the guy, well, Simon is his name, who draws the Simon Cat's animations is just beyond amazing. He's so clever. I have got countless Simon's Cat things. I don't know if any of you have noticed, but in the background of my videos when I'm actually filming at home, I have a Simon's Cat calendar, I have like the Simon Cat's book, I have Simon Cat's air freshener in my car, and I didn't realise that you could get these plushes until the lady, Loz Skeleton, who I bought all these lovely bats off of, she put him up, like she said like, oh, I have this Simon's Cat, I don't know if anyone wants it, and I was like, yes, I want it. So he's quite like a weird shape. Like, I don't think he's exactly the same shape as the Simon's Cat's drawings, but I guess it's very, very hard to kind of replicate what a stock frame animations drawing looks like. But he's got really cute ears and a super cute face. And the thing that made me laugh, because when I opened the package, this is what I saw. This is all I saw. It was just like, what on earth is this white blob with a black dot in? Until I took it out and I realised that it was his little bum. It is like the tiniest amount of wear on his tag, but really I don't mind. I love Simon's cat so much, and I'm so excited for him to meet my kitten when I finally go home to him. So I feel like it's time to go back to the bat themed things. And next up is this ring that I got. He's a super cute little guy. It's kind of like hollowed out here, so I assume that's just so that he's not too heavy, and also to kind of save on material costs. He is completely smooth inside, really nice texture on the outside, and then he has these two like black gemstone eyes. If you take a quick look at this ring here, which is an Alchemy Gothic snake ring, it has lost its gemstone. On this side he does have his green gemstone, but on this side he's lost it. And I'm really scared that this is going to happen for this bat, because I feel like the eyes of the bat just kind of finishes off the whole thing. He just has the cutest little face. I love his ears so, so much. And I just think he is so pretty, and he fits perfectly on my little pinky finger. And I believe this guy cost $6.99, and he was from a shop where they have a large supply of them, so again I will leave them down below. My only criticism is that because it is not a proper ring, as in it doesn't go all the way around, sometimes like you squish it to make it tighter. I wore this kind of overnight, and where I slept on my hand I kind of squished him a bit too tight, and it was really pinching my skin here, and it does get a little bit uncomfortable. So that is my only criticism. I did send a message to the guy who was selling this ring to ask, like, is it made out of sterling silver, because I am like a big fan of sterling silver, or just plain silver, and he said that it's a zinc covered in silver plating, which sounds kind of fishy to me. That is another reason why I shan't be wearing this every day, because firstly, I don't want it to like rust and go an odd colour, and secondly, I don't want my fingers to turn green. The next bat thing I got I'm actually wearing, and it is just a plain bat necklace to go with all the rest of my countless bat necklaces. And this guy was like £1.20, like second hand off of someone. I don't know exactly what make it is, but it's not fantastic. Now that I got it in person, I can see that it's kind of gone all like kind of bronzed colour, but it's pretty simple, and I know that a lot of people are selling really similar ones to this. Now on Depop you do get lots of sellers who kind of have like, they're almost like Etsy stores. They're like running their Depop shops alongside their Etsy stores. Now this lady, she sells like some like bits that she like second hand that she wants to get rid of, and some bits she's made. So I got one thing that she made and one thing which is second hand. So first off I got these bat buttons. This is from a company called Matched Up, coordinated accents for paper crafting. Although I'm probably going to be using these on a piece of clothing, because there are actually holes through the little eyes of the bat, so you can sew them on. And there's around 8 in this packet, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with these. They cost me £1.20, and I thought they were really cute. And secondly, I bought a bat necklace from this lady, and in the picture it looked a lot bigger. So there's a YouTuber who I absolutely love called The Moon and Stars. She does loads of really good reviews and hauls and things, and she's been doing loads of jewellery hauls, and I saw that she hauled a necklace really similar to this, but it was a lot bigger. I think it was like that big, but I was just kind of like expecting it to be really similar to that. I don't know why, but this is like, I think it was $3.99 from the lady. She handmade it herself, and it's quite good quality. I mean, it's got one of these kind of like bubble chains that I used to have when I was a kid, and it is very plasticky and things, but it's quite cute, and it's just another little necklace to add to my bat collection. I did get a free book called The Anti-Journal, Create Outrageously, so that's going to be a fun thing. One of my other favourite review channels, which is Batweb Gothic Reviews, they have just done a really similar review video for one of these type of boxes, although they had Thing from the Addams Family who came out and snatched your money, whereas I could only find this one on Depop. And again, it was from Lost Skeleton, and it's a little cat, you can just see it here, who kind of pops up and just like takes your money and goes back down again. I'm actually going to insert a clip of what this looks like when it's working. From the inside, it's all in Japanese, so I have no idea like exactly what it says. This looks like this plain brown box, and you put your money, actually, I maybe have to do it with my finger. You put your money here. I will, of course, insert a clip of what it actually looks like with money. And it holds it down, and the cat kind of pops up, grabs your money, and disappears. I just thought it was really cute. I mean, I've been meaning to get something like this for a while now. I think last off I'll just show you this one other thing I got, which is from a shop called Piss Brain, which again I will put down in the description, and they make loads of custom like things like stickers and drawings and pictures and things, and they had a set of stickers. Now they do sell like pre-made sets, which is what one of these are, but you can also get custom sets as well, and they basically are all little ghosty stickers. So I'm just going to show you. We've got a little Thug Life ghosty, one that just says okay. This one which says no. It does remind me sort of like of a comic strip, the way that it's laid out. I got skateboarding ghosty. Got another one with the same kind of comic book style with just a question mark. This one which just says ghost. A peace sign ghosty. Watermelon ghost. And finally a ghost that's just had enough of life, and alas, things don't seem to be getting better for him. But they feel like a really nice quality. I mean, they're obviously handmade, but because of the plastic on top of them, I don't feel like they would kind of die too easily. And I just peeled off the back of one of them. They do still feel really thick, almost like the kind of vinyl stickers that you get to kind of stick on the walls and on cars and things. It does do custom pieces, so if you are looking for any custom stickers, definitely check him out. I am in the process of getting some Halloween custom stickers from another Depop seller, but they are actually like friends in real life. I do have a few other things which I ordered which hadn't got here yet, but I am just about to finish packing before I head off up to Wales. I'm hoping that the weather is going to stay relatively nice. By nice I mean not raining constantly, but also not really sunny. Sorry this has possibly been like the longest haul I've ever done. I have actually also bought some ugly dolls, which is like my new obsession, so I thought I'm just going to put them all in one big haul because I have like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I've got like 6 of them or something, so I thought I'd just put them all in one video together. I hope that you've had a lovely week and you're about to have an absolutely amazing weekend. If it's still sunny where you are, I hope you're enjoying the shade, and I will see you next time. Bye!